Jack the Ripper, a British master assassin of the 19th century, known to be a notorious serial killer who murdered helpless women. He is the most hated man in Ragnarok. He does not possess superhuman strength, but what he lacks in brawn, his deceptive strategy makes up for it. A master tactician, he uses hit-and-run tactics, as misdirection is his specialty. He will do any means necessary to win a battle by using and adapting to his environment and surroundings. His usual weapon of choice are throwing knives, which indicates that he has some knowledge of the human anatomy. Though he is called Jack the Ripper, his real name is yet unknown. But let me tell you why he became the man he is now. During his early youth, he lived with his mother, whose name is Mary, who loved him very much. His mother is a sex worker, and he is the only one that her mother did not abort. He loved his mother too, and did everything that he can to help her in their daily life. However, one day, he saw his mother crying while reading the newspaper. It was about a man who was soon to be wed. It turns out the man was Jack's biological father and promised his mother of marriage as well. And the reason that his mother cared for him is only because of that man's promise. His mother never loved him. She used him as a tool, only to be tied to Jack's father. Jack literally saw his mother's true colors, as Jack has an ability called synesthesia, a perceptual phenomenon in which stimulation of one sensory leads to involuntary experiences in a second sensory or cognitive pathway. Jack has the ability to see the color of any person's soul. He sees the color of their emotions and intentions, and the color that he saw in his mother's soul led him in killing her, making her his first kill. Later that same night, his second kill was his biological father, Jack Smith. Thus, Jack the Ripper is born. This ability to see one's soul helped him evade capture during his killing career. During his fight in Ragnarok, he is equipped with a Volund, a gigantic scissor, which can cut through steel like hot knife through butter. He used his weapon to block his opponent's powerful strike. The attack was so strong that his Volund was destroyed. His opponent's strength and divine weapon outmatched his Volund. However, it turns out that it was not his real Volund. Instead, his real Volund were his regalia generating pouches, a Volund that creates an unlimited number of any type of weapon that are able to inflict damage to a god. Eventually, Jack got cornered and wounded. He had no choice but to throw Big Ben's giant clock at his opponent, a desperate move that obviously wouldn't hurt a god. But surprisingly, the man-made object was able to cut the god's arm off, severing his opponent's pride as well, thus revealing that his real Volund were not his pouches. They are none other than his pair of gloves. Created with a body of Lock, the seventh of the Valkyrie sisters, these gloves were the real Volund that generates weapons and weaponizes any item or any material that it touches, such as cloth, metal, concrete, or wood, meaning that the whole battlefield became his lethal weapon. Which brings us to his special technique, the Rondo of Blessing, where he weaponized an entire building and used it against his opponent. Jack possesses inhuman stamina, evasion, endurance, pain tolerance, and durability, combined with his uncanny knife-throwing skills, weapon handling, tactics, deception, great acting, stealth, and misdirection. Traits that are indeed very effective to incapacitate, wound, or even damage a god. However, in my opinion, these traits can only hurt or wound a god and are not the real source of Jack's lethality. His real fatal move is none other than the element of surprise, which brings us to his ultimate move, a move that he dedicated to his opponent. Dear God, his gloves have the power to even weaponize his own blood, capable of impaling the body of a god. Jack the Ripper, the infamous murderer of the Victorian era, who feels nothing and enjoys killing his victim, became a ruthless killer due to his pretending mother's affection towards him. A mere human that outwits a god, gifted with a creative mind that makes him efficient in creating a kill plan in real-time battle, making him a very difficult opponent. Stealthy, quick-witted, and precise, Jack the Ripper is indeed a predator that hunts his prey. Subscribe for more. Speak soon.